So in lieu of class, we watched the movie. Uh, I think it's called like Into the Flood or something like that. But it was Leonardo DiCaprio and his journey trying to be an advocate for climate change, and so Leonardo was really interested in extinct animals and species, and he was angered that explorers wiped out species and decimated the ecosystem forever. So he's really passionate about the environment and wildlife and everything that goes into that. So I think that's the biggest reason that he decided to go into making this film and being a big advocate for climate change. And then next thing I noted down here was lumber companies decimated forests. So when they were in the helicopter, the guy made the reference to Mordor, which is a reference to the movie Lord of the Rings, and it's just, I don't, you probably have seen Lord of the Rings, but it's just like a really volcanic-y nothing area that no life is really in, and that's basically what the lumber companies have done to these forests, which is really scary and something that the world needs to be aware of. Another thing I wrote down was the Arctic is the air conditioning of the northern hemisphere, and they said that at the rate we're at right now, we're going to be able to sail through the North Pole, which is not good because that means the whole northern hemisphere is water and it's supposed to be ice, obviously. But anyway, people are hesitant to believe in global warming because it seems abstract. So that's kind of dumb. I'm not super educated on global warming or climate change, but from what I know and from what I've seen, all the research or all the data suggests that climate change is real and it's something to be aware of and something to be, trying your best to work on as far as doing little things that you can do. Obviously, in the movie they actually hint at the fact that it's kind of too late. So I don't know, but I feel like we should all be doing at least a little bit to help out. The one thing that I found really interesting and really easy for us to do is changing our diet. So cows produce methane and they burp it into the atmosphere, and nearly all methane in the atmosphere is due to livestock. So just stop eating meat, I guess. Not stop eating it. I'm not gonna stop eating meat, but I could, limit it a little bit and, help a little bit, I guess. If everybody says I'm not gonna be able to change the world, then obviously it's not gonna happen, but I'm not gonna change the world, so I'm not gonna just stop eating meat. That's just not what I'm gonna do. Some people actually believe a carbon tax could be a huge benefit, and that makes sense. Making things more expensive oftentimes makes people not want to do it. So anything that emits carbon would be taxed heavier, and that may be a beneficial thing. But overall, just being aware of climate change and trying to do little things like maybe cutting back on your meat or riding your bike. We've been saying that for years. Stop driving your car, ride your bike. But I'm not gonna ride my bike 45 minutes away, and that's just the world we live in. It's not gonna change. And I hate to say it, but it's like it's gonna take the whole world doing that for 50 years to even make a difference. I don't know. It's tough to talk about, but it's something that is gonna take a lot more than the suggestions that I've got on the paper right here. But I don't know. It's like, I don't want to say it's too late, because that's not cool to talk about either. It's not cool to think that our kids and grandkids are gonna be living in not even functional world. But at the same time, I don't know how we're gonna slow this down, other than, obviously they talk about ways to slow it down, but those that takes a lot of people and a lot of commitment to that, and a lot of people are reluctant to even believe that it exists. So I don't know, we'll see, I guess. But the video, it was a good video and gave good insight on climate change, and definitely opened my eyes to it a little bit more. But at the same time, it's nothing different than I've always heard, and it's nothing that's gonna, be life changing to me. But hopefully we can get on this and at least have some damage control for it. That's it.